This is os temporalis. This is os temporalis, and you have to hold it in a way that processus styloideus is left or right. And how to identify is processus zygomaticus. This processus zygomaticus, it's tending towards the right side. So this is dexter os temporalis. Okay, let's start. There are three margos: margo parietale, margo spinodale, and there is a margo occipitale below mastoideus. Here is incisura parietale, because there is a margo parietale over here. And then start with the processes. Processus zygomaticus, processus styloideus, processus mastoideus. Under processus mastoideus is incisura mastoideus, and then foramen mastoideus, because it's behind mastoideus. Foramen mastoideus, incisura mastoideus. This is processus mastoideus. Processus done. This is fascius temporalis. And now let's come here. This is fossa mandibularis. This is incisura tymphanica. This whole thing is tuberculum articulare, and below that is fascius articulare. There is one fissure, that is fissure tymphoscomosa, which is divided by the part of Petrosi. Therefore, the two fissures come apart. That is fissure petroscomosa, that's the upper one, and fissure tymphanica, that's the lower one towards the tymphanica part. These two are done. Spina. Now there are three spinas: spina tymphanica major, spina tymphanica minor, and spina supramiatica. Below supramiatica spina, that is spina supramiatica, there is a foveale, that is foveale supramiatica. These are done. There is one more fissure here, that is fissure tymphanomastoideus, fissure tymphanomastoideus, fissure tymphanomastoideus, and there are the holes inside. The inside is known as mucus acousticus externa, and this layer is known as porus acousticus externa. And then there is one sulcus over here, sulcus arterios occipitale, because there is margo occipitale over here. Margo occipitale, sulcus articule occipitale. There's a crista over here, which is crista supramastoideus. And then there comes a sulcus. There comes a sulcus articulare temporalis mediae. Sulcus articulare temporalis mediae, then there is the supramastoideus. Okay. As the front surface gets over, turn it over in a way that occipitale, margo occipitale, and sulcus articulare occipitale comes low. So then you can start naming as, here is a foramen, that is foramen supramastoidea. Now, foramen spinomastoidea. After the frontal surface is over, turn it in this way that the occipitale comes low. The margo occipitale and the sulcus articulare occipitale, they come in the lower part. So you can start with below mastoidea and incisura mastoideum. There is foramen stylomastoideum. Okay. And then this is unwanted. Someone is foramen stylomastoideum, and then here comes foramen jugularis. Inside foramen jugularis, there is a dark spot which you can't see, but it's known as canaculi mastoideum. There is incisura jugularis, fossa jugularis, incisura jugularis, and inside there is canaculi mastoideus. Above that, you get apertura externa caniculi cochleae. See. Above that, apertura externa caniculi cochleae, and above that you get fossula petrosa. Okay, these three holes are very important. Fossula petrosa. And then here, which is broken, just above fossula petrosa, there will be a canalis carotucus, and then if you turn it over here, there will be canalis masculotuberous, that is in the anterior surface, the anterior hole. Okay. Canalis masculotuberous. Here everything is done. Yes. Then as you have done with the lower surface, we'll take the triangular part. We'll start with the margo superior partis petrosi, margo anterior partis petrosi. Proper view, brother. Yes, margo anterior partis petrosi and margo posterior partis petrosi. Margo posterior partes petrosi, Margo superior partes petrosi, Margo anterior partes petrosi, and Margo posterior partes petrosi. Let's start with the main labelings. Fascius anterior partes petrosi, fascius posterior partes petrosi, fascius inferior partes petrosi. As there was a Margo superior, then there will be a fascius inferior. Okay, they both go oppositely. And then let's start with anterior surface. There's an eminentia arcuata, behind that is tegment infania, ahead of that is impressio trigemini. These three: eminentia arcuata, tegment infani, and impressio trigemini. Then when you come to the posterior surface, there are 3-4 holes. This is the front one, which is internal part. So this is known as porus acousticus internus. Okay, porus acousticus internus. And then, as we said, this already named, which was apertura externa caniculi cochleae. So just besides that, you would find apertura just besides that. This is also apertura externa aqueductus vestibule. This is caniculi cochleae. This is aqueductus vestibule. Both are same: apertura externa, caniculi cochleae. This is aqueductus vestibule. Okay, and this was porus acousticus interna. Behind that is fossa subarcuata, eminentia arcuata, which almost joins fossa subarcuata. We are done with all the holes and all the main parts. Now sulcuses. There's a sulcus on the superior part, that is sulcus sinus petrosi superior. Okay, here there is one sulcus sinus sulcus sinus petrosi inferior. Okay, there are only two sulcuses if you see properly: sulcus sinus partis superior, sulcus sinus partis inferior, that is, or inferior part petrosi. I don't remember that much. And then there is processus jugularis, intrajugularis, over here properly in the posterior side, posterior border or posterior faces. There is processus intrajugularis. Okay, there is sulcus sigmoidea, sulcus arterias, which is any sulcus you can name, and this is fascius cerebralis, fascius temporalis, and also last one was sulcus sigmoidea. Yeah, this will be the view. Yeah, I forgot to say, when there is canalis carotocus here, which is broken, above that you will have fascius inferior partis petrosi, and above that there will be an apex, almost this one, apex partis petrosi, fascius inferior partis petrosi, and above that there will be an apex, that is apex partis petrosi. And then the occipitale, Margo occipitale surface is like this. Where you turn below the mastoideus, there is Margo occipitale, where there is sulcus arteriosi occipitale. That's it. Thank you. Here to tell you about the hiatus. Hiatus is also in the anterior surface, just below eminentia arcuata. That is two hiatus, followed by two sulcuses. That is hiatus. Forgot to tell you about. There are two hiatuses on the anterior surface, and as we two hiatus which are followed by two sulcuses: hiatus canalis petrosi, hiatus canalis nervi petrosi mioris. On the superior side is mioris, and on this side is minoris. This sulcus canalis nervi petrosi minoris, and same goes to sulcus, but you have to cut the canalis part So sulcus nervi petrosi majoris, sulcus nervi petrosi minoris. Again hiatus canalis nervi petrosi majoris, sulcus nervi sulcus canalis. There are two hiatuses on the anterior surface, which I forgot to tell. Hiatus canalis nervi petrosi majoris on the superior border side, and so hiatus canali nervi petrosi minoris on the plain side, and sulcus hiatus. Sulcus follows the hiatus, but you have to remove the canalis part, so it becomes sulcus nervi petrosi majoris, sulcus nervi petrosi majoris. And then, as we studied, there was a fissura petrus squamosa just here, fissura petrus squamosa. Just if you go behind, this becomes fissura petrus squamosa. As I forgot to say, on the anterior surface there are two hiatuses, hiatus canalicus nervi petrosi majoris and minoris. Majoris on the superior border side comes majoris, and this side on the plain side comes minoris. So hiatus canali nervi petrosi majoris, hiatus canali nervi petrosi minoris, and followed by the hiatus are two sulci, but remove the canalis part, so you get sulcus nervi petrosi majoris, sulcus nervi petrosi minoris. Okay, then this is the fissurae petrus squamosa, which we named behind here, fissurae petrus squamosa, which comes behind also, and also sulcus sigmoidea, and also we are named foramen mastoideum here, which comes also on the behind side, that is foramen mastoideum. That's it. Thank you.
This is canalis carticus. It starts at the inferior surface of parthis petrosi, that is inferior surface of parthis petrosi, and ends at apex. This is apex. Apex parthis petrosi. It begins at the inferior surface. This is inferior, and then first goes up, and then medially oriented, and then forward. Like first it goes up like this, gets oriented medially, and then forward. Second canalis, this fascial canalis. How does this start? This starts at the acousticus, porus acousticus internus, where the meatus acousticus internus is located. It goes straight to hiatus canali nervi. From here to here, it goes straight. Hiatus canali nervi petrosi majoris. Okay, here. Now from here, it takes a lateral left turn. From here, it came like this. Now it takes a lateral left turn 90 degree and goes here towards the pyramid. This 90 degree, and then forms geniculum of fascial canale, known as geniculum canalis fascialis. Now let's do canalis fascialis. It starts at acousticus, porus acousticus internus or meatus acousticus internus. It goes to anterior surface. This is the whole anterior surface. The big one is anterior surface. From here, it goes directly straight to hiatus canali nervi petrosi majoris. That is here. Goes like this. Now after it comes here, it takes a turn, right angle turn like this. Comes from here to here, anterior surface, then takes a right angle, and that becomes a geniculum canalis fascialis. Now, after it takes the 90 degree turn, it goes back to the pyramid. That is this pyramid. After it goes back to the pyramid, that is eminentia, pyramid eminentia or eminentia arcuata. After taking a right turn from here, it forms a geniculum. Then it goes back to the pyramid, and from the pyramid eminentia, it takes one more right angle turn, that is 90 degree turn, but this time downwards. It went like this, like straight, 90 degree geniculum, went back to the pyramid, Now takes a 90 degree downwards, and it comes out of foramen stylomastoidea. Here. I'll show it to you again. Anterior, right angle degree, makes the geniculum fasciale canalis, goes back to the pyramid over here, eminentia arcuata or pyramid eminentia. Now takes a right angle turn like this. Here anterior surface takes a right angle degree, 90 degree. Geniculum comes back to the pyramid like this. Now takes a 90 degree downwards and comes out of foramen stylomastoidea. Wait, and downwards. Foramen stylomastoidea. That's it. Now this, after it goes in, it's divided into two. It's divided into the canal, the great musculotuberous canal is divided into two by a horizontal septum. It divides the canal into two parts. For the small one, that's canal for tensor tymphani, that's the small one. Semicanalis musculotensorius tymphani. This is for the small canal. Now the bigger canal, which is divided, that's name is canal for auditory tube or semicanalis tuboe agitue. These two canals are divided by a horizontal septum. Now this canalis musculotuberous on the anterior side of canalis caroticus. On the anterior side of canalis caroticus is canalis musculotuberous. This canalis musculotuberous is helpful in connecting the tympanic cavity with pharyngeal cavity. The pharyngeal cavity, that is the apne neck ka area, that is connected, pharyngeal cavity is connected to tympanic cavity using canalis musculotuberous. Thank you. This is os temporale. Let's start with the important canals. First canal is canal carotidus or canalis caroticus. Here. It starts from here and ends here. It goes like this. It starts at the inferior surface and opens at the apex. See, this is the inferior apex parthis petrosi and this is the apex parthis petrosi. It starts at the inferior surface of the apex parthis petrosi, ends at apex parthis petrosi. This is apex parthis. This is inferior surface of apex parthis petrosi and ends at apex parthis petrosi. First, it goes medially and then forward. Like first up, First it goes up, forward. This is os temporale, the temporal bone. It's divided into three parts: pars squamosa, pars tymphanica, and here pars petrosa. This from here to here, pars petrosa. Okay, there are three margos. This is processes zygomaticus. Is say little up from here to here. This is margo parietale. This is margo frontale, and then this below mastoidium. This is margo occipitale. Okay, and then there are three processes: zygomaticus, processus styloideus, processus mastoideus. Then there is tuberculum articulare just below processus zygomaticus. This is tuberculum articulare. This and uske below is fascius articulare. This whole thing is fossa mandibularis, where the mandible bone comes and attaches like this. Whatever. And then there are two fissuras. One is fissura petro squamosa. One is fissura petro tymphanica. Fissura petro squamosa. Fissura petro tymphanica. And then this is incisura tymphanica. This hole is meatus acoustica externa, because this is the external side, and this is porus acousticus externa. And then there are spina. There are three spinas: spina tymphanica major, spina tymphanica minor, and spina suprameatica. Okay, and then one more fissura tymphomastoidea, fissura tymphomastoidea. And then this crista, you see, this is crista supramastoidea, because it's above mastoidea. And then this one sulcus comes and joins. This sulcus name is sulcus artery temporalis mediae because it's in the middle range. Sulcus R3 temporalis mediae, and then this is processus mastoidium. This is incisura mastoidium. This is foramen mastoidium, and just side of the incisura mastoidium you get sulcus R3 occipitale. This is margo occipitale. So this is sulcus R3 occipitale. This is sulcus R3 temporal mediae. Okay, and then hold it in this way that margo occipital comes down, so that you can see the apex partis petrosi on the above side. Okay, from one by one we'll go. The foramen between styloid and mastoidium is foramen stylomastoideum. This. Okay. This. Now this is fossa jugulare. This is incisura jugulare, and inside fossa jugulare you get canaliculi mastoideum. Canaliculi mastoideum. Okay. Is it good? This is fossa jugulare, incisura jugulare, and inside fossa jugulare you will find canaliculi mastoideum. Now just above that you will find fossula petrosa. Fossula petrosa. Okay. Above that you will find canalis caroticus. Okay, canalis caroticus. And uske right side mein below this apertura externa canaliculi cochleae. To find this, don't find from fossa jugularis perspective. Take the bone like this and see acousticus interna. Uske niche, just below that you will find apertura externa canaliculi cochleae. So it becomes easier to find this. This is canaliculi mastoidium. This is fossa jugulare, fossa petrosa, and this is that apertura. This is canali caroticus. See, and now this is apex partis petrosi. This is fascius inferior partis petrosi. Fascius inferior partis petrosi. Fascius anterior partis petrosi, fascius posterior partis petrosi. Okay, we are done with all these namings. Now we will go to the main part. This big part you see is anterior side. The small side is posterior side. In anterior side the main things are hiatus, canali, nervi, petrosi, majoris, minoris. And then this is fascius anterior partis petrosi, fascius posterior partis petrosi, margo anterior partis petrosi, margo posterior partis petrosi, margo superior partis petrosi. Now there are two sulcuses on this pyramid, that is sulcus sinus petrosi superior, and one more comes in the one was sulcus sinus petrosi superior. Second one comes in the posterior side, sulcus sinus petrosi inferior. Two sulcuses, 3 margos, 3 fasciuses. We are done with that. Now in the anterior side, as we know, hiatus. Now there are 3 things. This is impressio trigemini. This is eminentia arcuata, and then this is what was this? Tegment tymphania. 333. This was impressio trigemini. This was eminentia arcuata, and this was tegment tymphania. And then in the posterior side, this is acousticus interna, porus acousticus interna, meatus acousticus interna. And then just behind that you will find subarcuata. What is it? Fossa subarcuata. Behind that you will find apertura externa, aqueductus vestibuli. This was canaliculi cochleae. This was vestibuli, aqueductus vestibuli. And then in posterior side itself you will find foramen mastoideum and sulcus sinus sigmoideae. This is fissura petroscomosa. From behind also you can see petroscomosa, fissura petroscomosa, and then here where the margo ends, margo parietale, you get incisura parietale, and then musculotuberous. See, this is canalis caroticus. Uske just next to you will find canalis musculotuberous, which is on the anterior side. Okay, on the anterior to canalis caroticus you will find canalis musculotuberous. Don't think this, it's anterior to it. So this is canalis musculotuberous.
This is sulcus sinus sigmoideae. This is fascias interna or fascias cerebralis. This is fascias temporalis.
Musculotubular canal. Canal musculotubularis. Now we found that this is canalis caroticus. उसके anterior side में, this is the big one. उसके anterior side में there will be a canal. Don't think this is the canalis musculotubularis. उसके anterior side में एक canal है. This is canalis musculotubularis because it's in the anterior surface of canalis caroticus. तो anterior surface यहाँ हुआ, ये यहाँ canalis musculotubularis. Now how does it go? It is divided into two parts by a horizontal septum. Now two canals, it divides into two canals. The bigger one is tensor tymphani or semicanalis musculi tensoris tymphani, and the small one is now the next one, canaliculus mastoideus. Canaliculus mastoideus is located in fossa jugulare. This is the fossa jugulare. This is canaliculi mastoideum. Okay. It starts in fossa jugulare and ends in fissura tymphomastioidea. This is fissura. This here. Fissura tymphomastioidea. At the opening of the porus acousticus externa, there is a fissura. There are two fissuras here. There is one fissura here. At the opening, there is one fissura. Fissura tymphomastioidea. It starts at fossa jugularis and then goes inside and comes out of fissura tymphomastioideum. That's it.